right back.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Start training for a new career in as little as 18 days. National EMS Institute's innovative boot camp program will train you for a new career. Learn to respond to emergency situations and become a certified EMT in just 18 days. National EMS Institute guarantees 100% job placement. Visit www.nationaleMSinstitute.com today to learn more about our 18-day boot camp. Or call us at 1-800-497-6732. NationalEMSInstitute.com.
Stuck in a boring, low-paid job? By 2017, there will be a shortage of 2 million cybersecurity jobs worldwide. If you have a technical background but don't have a computer certification, you are being drastically underpaid. In months, you could be qualified for a new job in information technology, making real money with real job security. A new career is just a few clicks away at thecodeoflearning.com.
Bring the rain.
The Rod Eccles Show.
335-3224 is the number to call should you wish to join me here on the Rod Eccles Show, because I am your lovable host, El Rod, coming to you live this Tuesday morning. Thanks for the call from the gentleman from Florida. Look, I know people are out there backing Trump. I hear people talking about, one of the problems is that we tend to get to, some of us tend to get stuck on one person. Now, I have said this before. There isn't a perfect candidate out there. Sure, you can say who you believe is the best candidate, but he's not the only person. He's not the only one. And if you take each candidate, now, if you take each candidate and, I think somebody has done that, search online, but if you take each candidate and you look at the major issues that the American people seem to care about the most right now, if you take the top 10 issues and you just put all the candidates down in a line, then all you got to do is start asking the specific question and getting, does this candidate believe this, or this, or this, or this, and, doing the yes or no thing. And when people actually see that in front of them, they're kind of shocked sometimes because they thought, well, this candidate is the only candidate, my candidate's the only candidate who believes this. And then they start looking at this type of thing, this type of list, and they see that, no, this candidate was this other candidate here and that candidate there would said something almost exactly the same, very similar, or they have the same beliefs, what have you. So what I'm saying is that people get locked in this mode that, Republicans seem to do this the most. Republicans seem to do this the most. My candidate, he's the only candidate who believes this, this, and this. And their candidate doesn't win the nomination. So then the Republican, because that was their only candidate, they sit at home and they pout and they don't vote. Now, what I'm telling you is that's childish and it's wrong. It's idiotic. Surely, I understand. Well, look, I understand that that you may have this cult-like attachment to Trump or to Cruz or to Rand Paul or whomever. But understand, maybe you believe, with all of your fiber in your being, that your candidate is the best of the candidates available. Great. But if that candidate doesn't win because somebody else thinks that the candidate who did win, their candidate was the best available. So everybody's out there supporting somebody whom they truly believe to be the best candidate available. Well, they all can't be the best candidate available. And we can only have one nominee. So when your nominee doesn't win, now I'm going to be frank, because the field is still pretty large. Most likely your candidate is not going to get the nod. Now understand, it's who's voting. And you cannot say that this year this is all about, big money and stuff like that. Because let's face it, the big money candidates are not winning. I mean, the big backed candidates are not winning. Chris, well, some of them are trying to move up in the polls, but you got to ask, is it due to some other people falling and getting out of the race? I mean, obviously, those people that supported, people like Scott Walker, they got to go somewhere. But the big moneyed and big backed candidates like Jeb Bush, Chris Christie, and even to a certain extent, even though he's moved up in the polls, quite a bit lately, Marco Rubio, really aren't doing very well. So you can't tell me that, it's all about the money behind Donald Trump or it's all about the money behind Ted Cruz, because that's not true. This is one of those election seasons where it seems like the people, at least on the Republican side, the people truly are more in charge of the electoral process than the party is. The party has been trying to direct and dictate who they would prefer, who they want, and the voters, the Republican voters, just aren't buying it yet. So, if your candidate doesn't win, the excuse for it was big money that killed him is not going to be true this time. So if big money is not behind if Jeb Bush ends up being the nominee, I can just see everybody, just having a hissy fit and half the Republican base staying home or what have you. I can understand that. But, if Ted Cruz or Donald Trump wins the nomination, it isn't due to the fact that the big money party backers have funneled a lot of money into this thing, into their campaigns, because that won't be true. They poured a lot of money into anti-Trump and anti-Cruz campaigns, that's for sure. So if your candidate doesn't win, it is because the voter, the people, not enough of them liked your candidate. Now, I know that's kind of tough. That's kind of hard to swallow, that people don't like who you like. Well, it happens every day. So buck up, grow up, and get over that. And whoever the nominee is, whoever that nominee is, even if it's a freaking Jeb Bush, whoever the nominee is going to be 100 times better as president than a Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden. Understand that. Now, you can sit, bite your lip, and pout all you want, but if you're going to stay home and not vote again, well, then thank you very much for electing a Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. Now, you've just gone through about 7 years of the most diabolical, America-hating president, all due to the fact that some of you were so damn childish that you stayed at home in 2012 instead of getting off your duff and going to vote. Well, I don't like Mitt Romney. Well, supposedly you didn't like Barack Obama anymore. Now, I don't know, but I'm looking at all this stuff online over the past 4 years, and I got to tell you, I think some of you who didn't like Romney kind of like him now. Because you sure as hell don't like Obama. But if you didn't get off your ass and go vote, then it's your freaking fault that we've got Obama sitting in office for a second full term. If you're going to be childish because your freaking candidate didn't get nominated because the voters of this country, of this party, didn't like your candidate, well, that's too damn bad. Grow up. This isn't about your feelings. This is about the future of this country. And Americans have got to stop acting like childish 2-year-olds. Now, you're not going to hear this from anybody else, but look, I am not your granddad or your dad or anything else, but I'm just going to tell you the freaking truth. The truth is that Barack Hussein Obama did not win the 2012 election. The stupid Republican base gave it to him. Do you understand the difference? So I can just see it now. All of you Donald Trump supporters out there, if Donald Trump doesn't get the nomination, you're going to go sit and pout in the corner and try not to go out there and vote. And that's going to be the biggest dumbass mistake you've ever made in this country's history. Because then you're going to give this country over to the Democrat who's going to be Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. And you might as well forget about any election after that because it will be over. There will be no Constitution, so there won't be anything for you to gripe about. Do you understand that? For you adamant Ted Cruz supporters, I think you guys are more fanatical than Donald Trump supporters. The same thing. Ted Cruz is not the only candidate that you can vote for. And you Rand Paulites, grow up. I mean, this is absolutely ludicrous. Well, Rand Paul's the only one. No, bullshit. He's not the only one.